What's up there, guys? Welcome back to Digger Detecting. It's an exciting cold morning out in the bush. It's a Thursday morning, look out. And we are going to be getting the gold today. And there's our first piece, well, our second piece actually. We've got another one stuck in this stone here, which we can't see just yet. But look, cold, wet, hairy old day out the bush, that's okay. We are going to get as much gold as we can out today. I'm going to show you just how much I can get. We're only got about a 6 or 7 hour period to hunt. And yes, the gold is small. Yes, it's tiny, but it all adds up. I was having a bit of a conversation with someone the other day. You know, personal preference. Do you prefer bigger coils or smaller coils? Well, for me, it's smaller coils. You may not be getting that depth, but a lot of the gold that you're finding out here in the gold fields is small these days. A lot of the big stuff's been picked up in years gone by. So if you're out here, you know, looking for the big stuff, the chance of coming across a 5 gram or a 10 gram or maybe even a gram of nugget might be a little bit slim as opposed to picking up all those small pieces. And yes, they're tiny, but it's gold, it's heavy, and it certainly adds up and it weighs up nice and quick. And just for this month, we're the 16th or 17th today of July, and for this month already we've done just under 10 grams of gold. And the last week, well, I've taken the last week off, haven't I? So we haven't been pushing ourselves all that hard, and we've got over a 1/4 ounce of gold. We're working towards our 1/2 ounce. And today I'm going to show you just how much I can get out. And yes, they're small, as I said, but they all add up. Let's keep going. Oh, that is exciting. It really is. I spoke there this morning in the intro about small gold. Well, it's not all small gold, you know, tiny specks of gold. Sometimes you get the chunkers out like that. I mean, that's probably 0.1, 0.2 nearly. So he's probably, look, valued around $15 to $20. And like I always say to people, regardless of whether it was a $20 note sitting on the ground and you walk past it, you'd pick it up. If it was a $5 note and the gold was smaller, and let's say it was a $5 note or a $2 coin sitting on the ground, would you walk past that as well? I don't think so. You'd pick it up as well. The last bit of gold was probably only worth about $2 odd, but we still picked him up. But there we go. The next one, he's probably worth about 20. Let's grab another one. How cool. Rightio, same hole. Here we go again. Let's move these sticks out of the way. Stuff everywhere. Put them with the rest of the sticks. Same hole, once again, as I said. Target. Wow, I've lost a battery bar already. Let's turn that light off. That was a fully charged battery about an hour and a half ago when we started. So an hour and a half, I've lost a bar of battery. Beautiful. And look, as I said there this morning, a lot of this is small gold. This could be smaller than the last nugget. Hopefully it's bigger. But it all adds up, and you know, when you're finding a bit of gold like what we just found in this hole, you know, that big nice 0.1, 0.2, whatever he be, but he's a good size, and then you hit on another target, well, and then you hit on another one, you know, this might turn into a little patch, this area, and it's a new little area. I've never actually hunted over here. Just testing new waters today, because a lot of the other ground that I've hunted, well, I've done it to death, and there's nearly nothing left. Not nothing, but it's just hard to find anything, any targets anymore. So we're gonna just have a listen. Take back off Bluetooth. Just trying this new area. It might just pay off today. He's still in the hole. No, he's not. He's out. Where is he? He's ran away. We've buried him. Right, he's there somewhere. We're going to go after him. He's really quietened off now. He might even be a funny hot rock. But we'll go after him. Okay, let's just have a look at this rock first. Because he's looking funny. He's looking hot rockish to me. Okay, might be one of those. We'll have a bit more of an investigation. Geez, I thought we were going to get another bit of gold then. We might still. We'll just have a bit of a look and we'll come back and show you. Is it this one? What about this one? Where are you? Well, we investigated and I knew it was a bit of gold. I just knew it. I wasn't actually that sure. But it is gold. There it is. God, it's tiny. Hiding right underneath that last piece. And once again, tiny gold. Like I've had comments in the past, like I'll just be honest, I've had comments in the past, people go, oh, you're wasting your time, you know, that's fly poo gold. Well, I'm not trying to be rude here, but I dare say some of those comments come from some people that don't often find gold. So, you know, looking at the small gold that I'm finding, they're probably thinking, well, he's wasting his time. Why would you bother going out and finding all that? And actually, I had a comment there saying, you know, well, tell me about all the wear and tear and the money that it's cost you to get up to the goldfields to find all this gold. Well, a lot less than the amount of gold that I've found. I can tell you that right now. I won't put a figure on it, but the gold pays off more than the cost of the vehicle maintenance and tyres and rego and insurance and fuel. You've just got to put the work in to get it. And it's small gold, as I said, but it adds up. And when you're plucking out pieces easily like that, you know, we've got the big one coming out, and then we've got that little guy just coming out straight underneath it. Well, we've probably made about $30 already this morning. And we've only been here for probably an hour, a bit over. So $30 odd an hour. And look, that's not too bad. Sometimes you walk around for an hour and you get nothing. But there's 4 bits of gold that we've picked up in the hour, as I said, and probably about $30 odd, maybe a little bit more in there. And we've got a stone in the back pouch. You can't see that one, but we've got gold in that as well. And we'll probably go home with, look, I'm hoping a gram today, and a gram of gold is worth $165 currently at the moment, Australian dollars. And, you know, if we do any better than that, well, we're definitely covering fuel, we're covering costs, and putting money in the back pocket. Let's keep going. Bingo buster number 3. Same hole, small gold, but there he is. Be very careful too, our gold's sitting up on the lid there. So we don't want to go losing them, small pieces, but certainly don't want to have to pick them back up again. Because I will, if I have to. There we go though, number 3, bit of gold, first big target, big good sized nugget. Next one right underneath him. And the last one, or the third one I should say, that one there, just in front of him. I wonder how many more we're going to find around here. Probably not going to leave this area all day, we're not. Well, the weatherman did say it was going to rain today, so back on with the raincoat, I suppose. I got the suspenders back on today and the weatherproofs. Oh, they're so good. But the only problem is, they're hard to get on, first and foremost, and you overheat. If you're doing too much crazy cat work, scraping and clearing and moving sticks and branches like we've been doing, you get way too overheated. They're just so thick and good, and I don't know what the brand is. I think it was Crane. These are from Aldi's though. I'm trying to do it one hand. Yeah, Crane Snow Extreme. Very cool. And they got pockets built in everywhere. And look, double layered, thick, waterproof. Like whenever I wear this coat, I don't pretty much wear anything underneath, just a shirt and a singlet, and that's about it. And even on the most hectic, windy, wild days, I'm still sweating underneath. So I learned pretty quickly not to wear too much underneath, that's for certain. Now, we've just done all that work, as I said, got a bit hot and crazy, and we've got targets. 1, Mississippi. I was going to say, I hope I didn't kick him out. We've got another one. 2, Mississippi. What was that? Oh, I've already inspected that. And 3 Mississippi is down here. And they certainly didn't sound that good and responsive up until we sort of took the top off. But now we've got the top off. Oh, and that's the headphones. Now we've got the top off though, we're going to go after those signals. And in all, like, I think I've only dug about 2 or 3 bits of lead today. So doing really well. Trash to treasure ratio. And if this is 3 more bits of gold, well, we'll be doing even better. Let's have a look, ski. Come here. Wrong way. Wrong way. Come here. Thank you. Well, it's going to be one of those days. The rain comes, I put the jacket on, the rain goes, I overheat, I take it off. It's going to be one of those days. We'll just show you what happened there. So we had the 3 targets that you've seen. First one was lead. That was not that cool. Second one was this. And instead of explaining it, I just thought I'd leave it on the hole and show you. That's the old twist top from the miners drinking their bottles of beer. And they just twist top the wire off and throw it away. So he goes into the pouch, if I can get him in. And the third target, so lead, twist top wire, copper wire. Third target, let's hope it's gold. Sounds nice. Let's have a look. Should be a nice chunk too. Oh, yes. I was going to say, I can see a little tiny bit there. Maybe, I don't know. We'll get to him in a minute. But look at that. We do have a nice chunk of gold. So there you go. Lead, wire, gold. That's generally how it works. We are hitting on a good ratio there this morning though. I think we've got, what, 5, 6 bits of gold. And probably only about 3 or 4 bits of rubbish, lead and wire. And I got a rusty nail there before too. So look out, we're on fire. And something I didn't say either. Is there more gold in that? We've got Andrew with us today. And it seems though we started so early, like I was on the phone to Andrew last night. He said, "What time, young fella?" I said, 5:30, mate. Be at the back door. We'll get going. He said, 5:30? Oh, geez, I could hear in his voice he wasn't that keen. Like he's keen to get out in the gold, but 5:30? You're crazy, man. Meaning that he'd have to get up at 5 and get to my house by 5:30. Otherwise, he'd miss his ride. So yeah, 5:30. I said start. 6 o'clock we'll leave home. We'll have a quick coffee. 6 o'clock we'll leave home. 7 o'clock I want to be in the goldfields, mate, because we are time limited today. We've got to be out of here by around about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock thereabouts. So awesome. We're hitting on the gold and hitting on it well. And as I said, we've got Andrew with us today. We'll have an early lunch, 10:30 thereabouts, and get back to the car and see how he's gone. And with the waterproofs, one piece of advice I'll give you for free, certainly don't fart in them, because, it stays with you for the next target and the next target and the next target. Let's keep going. Oh, it's gross, wasn't it? Oh, the trash to treasure ratio is really good today, isn't it? There's the next one. Trash. Why is an old hinge out here in the goldfields though? Like quite obviously it come off a door, pivoting a door. A little nail stuck in it still too. But look, it must have been from a hut, I dare say, or maybe a little sly grog shop dealing grog to the miners. There was a lot of those out in the goldfields back in the day. Don't know. But a lot of men, from what I know and what I've read in this area, a lot of the miners, well, they were Chinese first and foremost. So Chinese working this area, and they did a great job. Very thorough. I'm sure they got a lot of gold. But a lot of them just sort of camped out here, in either bark huts or just the tents. It was like a bit of a tent city out here. And they would have been just moving their tent from hole to hole as they dug their different claims. So why is there a hinge out here? As I said, there must have been a substantial structure here at some stage. I'm going to call it a sly grog shop. I'm going to tell Andrew later I've found the pub. Something tells me we're in a good spot here. We've got 4 or 5 bits of gold now, and the targets just keep coming. Is that something up there? Maybe. We'll come back to him. We've got one in this hole right here, and just show you the wash that I'm in. Look at the beautiful material. We've got quartz and rounded quartz and jagged quartz, and it's everything. Hear that? That's a sick sounding signal. And in that wash material, I could only suggest that that is a big piece of gold. Let's have a look. We'll get him in the scoop, I think. He might be attached in the stone. How cool. How cool is that? That sound, every time I hear that, I just think, magnificent. Let's see if we can get him. He's probably in this one. No, told you he isn't, or wouldn't be. Let's have a look at the rest. And I knew those wouldn't have it either. What am I doing? This is going to be a good bit though. Oh, of course we bloody lost him on the first bit. We only dropped 3 stones, bro, and we lost him. Alright. Aha. There he is. I don't actually know if I can see the gold just yet. But I'll take that, turn Bluetooth off, but let's just keep it on for a second. Let's give you a listen together. Because I like hearing these because, I mean, I can see it's gold now. I can see the gold hanging out the side. But I like hearing these because it gives me an indication of what I'm chasing in future. And hear that 6 sound, as I said? Sort of like boo. Doesn't have that true sort of ring through like other targets do. Now let's... Oh, he's smaller than what I thought. I was going to say, he's going to be a big bit. Let's see him. He's just round, he is. He's a chunker. So let's take that Bluetooth off. Drop me gold in a second. Once again, small gold. This one's not too bad. Like he's small, yeah, but he's going to have a little bit of weight about him, being that he's round and thick. But it all adds up. It definitely adds up. And we really have not moved to get all this gold. Like we have, we're moving, but not very far. So when we come into this area, we've got the rake with us today too, as you can see. When we come into this area though, we first off got that big bit of gold right here. And then we continued to get another bit of gold underneath it, another bit of gold in front of it. Then we opened that hole up and it was, well, nothing. Then we cleared that area in front of us and, well, nothing. You've got to expect that. And then we come over here and we've got a bit of copper wire, a bit of lead, and another bit of gold. And then moving forward, opening up that next bit of ground, you can see we've raked back and taken the sticks and leaves, what have you, away. Bingo. So we've only just started on this little bit too. And if that's what we're already seeing, well, there could be a lot more gold missed in this little gully. But we need to be extremely careful because this log here, all right, I was going to move him, but look what he's supporting. He's literally just holding it all together. It's like some sort of dodgy building work and not signed off. So we'll just be very careful. Like I'm going to get in under there, but oh, look, that tree's sort of hanging him up too. So we'll just be very, very careful. We won't touch anything. We won't move anything. We'll just dig the gold. We're getting there, slowly but surely. As you see, we're leaving our holes open too. So that's the last one where that last good gold nugget coming out from. The warbler. And we might have another one. I think we do. Look at the wash material we're in once again. So the miner's dug out all this material from his hole. He's then loaded it up on the bank and then at a later date washed it. And a lot of time they would, you know, dig a hole, stack up their pay dirt, dig another hole, stack up their pay dirt, because they just simply did not have the water to wash their material. And you think about it, if you've got a miner working in an area and he happens to get sick or die or you know, move on to the next gold rush, you may never get back to this area. I'm not saying that happened in a lot of cases, but it would have happened in some cases, in some accounts, I'm certain. And whether anybody ever washed that material again, who knows? Some stacks were washed twice, you know, some stacks were washed by the miners back in the gold rush days, 1850s. Pretty primitive sluicing, what have you, and panning methods back then too, and technology they used to get the gold. And then in later years, you know, especially around the Great Depression, when a lot of people were struggling for work and, you know, starving and no money, no jobs, a lot of these stacks and mounds were reprocessed again by people in the early 1900s, getting more gold. Oh yeah, we're in for a good one on this one. A big target, and that's only one of two that we've uncovered. Got the next one up here. I was just going to give you a look. I'm not as confident about that one, but this one's definitely going to be gold under the tree, just due to that wash material and the nice warbly sound. So let's get the suspected bit of rubbish out first, And we'll come back and we'll get the other one out, of course, but we'll come back and show you both and show you what's gold and or what's not. Hopefully they're both gold. Be nice. Just as I suspected. There he is, lead beside the tree for that one. He was really screaming, and the material, we're sort of getting into the right material now, but to begin with, the material just was not right. I don't want to put him in the scoop because I need the scoop. So we'll put him in the pocket for now. Lead in the pocket. And we'll put him in the pouch later, the rubbish pouch. Now, the next target, I need the machine over here. The next target was, wow, silly crazy. It come from under the tree in the hole there. And we know it's gold. We can't see the gold, but we know it will be. It's in the stone. Now, these, I love taking these home, especially one like this, because he's only like that real light sandstone. Like, I could break that up in my hands, no worries. But this will be loaded full of gold, so I'm not gonna. Have a listen. That's on the flat side. Now, I'll turn him over this side, where I think most of the gold's hiding. Have a listen to this. Phenomenal. Really, really phenomenal. So that could have a lot of gold in it. I'd like to say a gram or half a gram, but well, you never really quite can tell. This one here, he's like a conglomerate sort of mix. He's got the little rounded quartz stones in there, and I mean that would have been part of alluvial river wash once upon a time. That's how they got rounded before they got embedded in the matrix mix here. But have a listen to this one, same thing. Well, maybe not as loud. Definitely gold though. Gold in 2 stones. I'm really loving this one, as you hear. The louder it is, the bigger the target is, or more of it there is, and that be gold. Let's put him in the pouch and let's continue on. In about another 20 minutes, we're going over to see Andrew and grab some early lunch. And Andrew's had a bit of an upgrade on his GPX 5000 lately. He's went and spent a bit of money, so look out, we'll have a look at his upgrade and see what he's got. What is that? What is it? How weird is that? That's our target. I know exactly what it is. It's the bloody magnet off our pick. Oh dear. Tricked me, it did. I'm looking around for my target, scratching around here, and it was sitting up there, covered in little hot rocks and stones that stick to it. It's definitely lunchtime. Let's go see Andrew.
How you going?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm feeling hungry. I'm a little bit tired. My knee is sore, and my feet are a little bit wet. How are you going, Andrew?
Man, I was about ready to smash this thing before.
Were you? What'd you do?
No, just I can't get a decent signal. Every time I wave something over it, there's a signal. 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 There's a signal.
That's all.
It's just everywhere. And then I go to dig them, and there's no signals.
Yeah, hot rocks. A lot of hot rocks.
Just
Reckon?
head in down there.
Or is it something that you've changed, adding these accessories? We've got the new handle. I was telling everybody before, you got the new handle with the button.
Yep.
And the canvas cover. It can't be the cover.
No, it can't be the handle.
Can't be the handle. What would it interfere with?
No.
It's only your ground track button.
Yeah, it's only the ground track button.
Well, I've had a lot of issues this morning with hot rocks, and I've got a couple in the pouch
I've
that
got a couple of hot rocks.
Yeah, just same thing. It's like a target's there, you go after it, you pull it out, it doesn't get louder, and then it's sort of the here and there, and
Yeah, I had 4 scoops for 4 different targets, and I go, this ain't right.
Yeah, something's
One
going
target, on. Yeah, maybe 2 all right, but not 4.
Not 4.
4 different scoops, and there's still one in the hole. Like, come on.
Yeah.
No.
What was my pick hanging off then? Because I thought I put it on the harness.
Must be just hanging off your jacket.
Must have just been hanging off the hood of the jacket. Oh, I'm not happy with this weatherman either.
Yeah, nah.
If I seen a weatherman right now, I'd kick him. I would. Yeah. And if I was mates with a weatherman right now, I'd say, well, we're not friends anymore. Because you're all a pack of liars.
You're lying to me.
Yeah, who else can go to work and do their job and lie and still get paid for it? Only the weathermen. Yeah, shocking they are. Because we rugged up, we got out early, 5:30 as I said, got out and rugged up, wet weather gear, and Well, I'm looking at blue skies and white clouds right now. No sign of rain coming. Not to worry. We do these things in life, don't we, Andrew?
Yeah, shit happens.
And we love it. I really don't like that weatherman today. I took the punt and took the raincoat off. I took the rain jacket off. I kept the bottoms on, but I took the top off. And I just put on my normal dig it detecting jumper and walked away from the car after lunch, didn't I? Well, guess what's happening? It's starting to rain, and it looks like we've got a pretty bad rain shower coming in too. So maybe the weatherman, look, maybe he's not that bad a guy. Maybe he's okay in my books, because he was sort of partly telling the truth. But he did say from 7, 8 a.m. right through to lunchtime it was going to be absolutely horrendous raining. We just haven't had it, so maybe we're just getting a little bit late. He was just he was on the money, but not quite. And there's our first bit of gold. We're on the money. First bit of gold back after lunch. Just exceptional. Twink. And we got him under the log here. I'll just stand up and show you in a second. Clearing those sticks and branches, though, it's so super important. We've still got to move him up out of the way a little bit because I want to get the core right in under there. But that bit of gold come from right there. And if I stand up and show you, well, the log was sitting right where we're standing. You can sort of partly see the impression. And he ran this way and then he ran off that way or something. He sort of broke up as I moved him out of the way, and same with that other one, he was sitting on top. But yeah, look, after lunch, move the sticks and branches, get the gold. And we're going to move forward into this next section. Like I've just cleared up here and I'll finish tidying up and getting the gold. And then we'll move into this next section. And we're not going to be able to move that big guy that's just come down. He's just come down in a recent storm a few weeks ago. So I'm not too concerned, a lot of people would have swung under there in past years gone by. But right in front of us here, under my feet, well, those sticks and branches, they look like they've been tangled up in there for years and years and years. And that's where I want to be. So we just need to clear it out of the way, and we'll get the next bit of gold. And we're probably going to get wet. Oh, these days, I tell you, you take the jacket off, as I said this morning, you put it back on, you get too hot, you take it off again. Here comes the next batch of rain. I'm glad I just went and put the wet weather jacket back on then. Thanking you. Headphones and detector. Oh, wallaby. Kangawalla fox. Alright, so look, we're going to get back into it. It's sort of very short run there after lunch because the bloody weatherman telling us porkies. But now we're right, we've got the jacket on, there's no excuses. Go get wet and find more gold. Oh, we cannot win today. Here we are back in the thick of it. All the trees that we've just finished clearing. And for all our effort, we've only got one signal so far. But that might only be the one signal we're only going to get too. Because I don't know how much more, like in front of us there, I just don't know how much more I'll be able to clear. That's a bit beyond me. I like a challenge, but there's also being silly too and hurting yourself. Last thing I want to end up with is a bloody sore back or a hernia. Ooh, I don't know. Not confident about this sound. Let's have a look at the material we're in. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be gold or not. The rain hasn't completely stopped either. It's being persistent, coming and going. So I am sort of glad. Oh, there goes one down my back of my neck. I am glad that I went and got the jacket. Had the bloody thing on all morning though, overheating. Did not need it. As soon as I took it off, we needed it. It's always the way. The red clay looks good here, so it could be gold. We're in the side of a wash heap, and as I said, these trees don't get moved. If they don't get moved by others, then all these signals get left behind, waiting for me. Absolute screamer he is. Tells me that he could be a little bit of lead shot. Let's have a look. Yeah, just as I suspected. Lead shot. I tried to sound fancy saying that, but just sounded silly. Lead shot. So pretty cool. Just the one target. I don't think we're in the right area. Look at the dirt. We're not in that The juicy material. I'm not seeing any around me at the moment. We're not in the juicy stuff. We're in the horrible stuff. So let's stop clearing branches here. Let's stop wasting our time and energy. Let's get into the juicy stuff, continue getting wet, and hopefully get some more gold. Oh, here comes the rain again. Lovely. Juicy rock, I think. In juicy material, I know. Let's have a listen. Now, this material, I normally wouldn't take this home. I'll give you a look at the difference. That there's a great example. That there's a good example. All these 3 stones here, if they were sanding off, I'd throw them in the pouch in an instant. I wouldn't even give it a second thought. I wouldn't question it, I wouldn't. But that's not the case with this stone. You can see the texture difference in there, and this is like a slaty sandstone type material, and this one, well, I think he's going to be like a volcanic porous type material, a hot rock. But what's got me intrigued, it gives off a very, oh, look out, the sun's out again now, gives off a very direct sound. Now if that was a hot rock, and I'm not saying it's not, it still could be, but if that was a hot rock, you'd expect him to have this sort of long, drawn out, and what we can do too, we'll just stand up there, and we'll try and ground balance him out a little bit. And it is a hot rocky area, like that's what Andrew's struggling with this morning, he was saying. So we'll ground balance straight over the suspected hot rock. And he's quieting down. That's hot rock. But look, just to be certain, you can either crack them open out in the gold fields here, use your pick and crack them open, or you take them home. We will crack this one open out here, because I'm pretty 99.9%, just had a hiccup then, certain we're going to see like a red ironstony colouring inside this stone. Found a few of your friends before, and that's ironstone. That's hot rock material all day long. And to really test that and prove that, another test that you can do is just keep breaking it up into different pieces. And I will say, don't discount these rocks altogether, because I did actually find a bit of gold in one of them once before. But about 1 billion that I've dug now, they nearly all don't contain gold. So I don't get too excited about them at all. But they sound so good. Let's give you a listen though. This is the other test you can do. Look at the sunshine. Oh, the weatherman. I said if he was here, I'd kick him. I wouldn't. So that gives off a signal. So that wasn't one of our rocks. This was. There's another signal. So technically, if that was gold, there'd have to be a bit of gold in each. We'll grab the other 3, because generally when you get down too small, they just will not sound off. Slightly, very slightly, but it is there. And I'm dropping bits and pieces. So look, a good indication, hot rock material. All I would do with that is literally throw it away. It's just nothing. So unfortunately, you pick them up out in the bush, and all areas are different. You know, in this area of goldfields, there's an area where it's just full of hot rocks. Like it's just one after the other. As Andrew said, I'll take you over there later. And you swing your detector over, and the mono coils really struggle. They just can't handle it. But you swing your detector over, and there is just signals. Oh, that's a tree root. There is signals absolutely everywhere. I was going to remove that. There's signals everywhere, and that's the mono coil running unstable on that ground, on that hot rock ironstony ground. It just can't handle it. So that's where you would opt for a double D and run the double D. And it's one thing I'm going to be doing in future that I've you know, ID'd and located that area that's really challenging for the mono, I will be running back over there with the double D. Because if it's challenging for me, well, it's challenging for everybody else, isn't it? And it only takes someone to get in there with a double D coil and work it properly to get the gold. And that's the future plan. Stay tuned. Yeah, that is bloody gold. How good is that? How weird is that? Yeah, it is too. A little bit of gold on our next one. And the reason why he's so weird is because look at the material that we're in. Like, I completely missed this target. This is ground that I've worked over before, but I completely missed that target, and he's just in this top loose, sandy, loamy material. He's not even in the clay, in the wash dirt. But we don't question these things sometimes. Most of the time we do. But this time we're not going to. We're just going to smile and wave and keep on going. Working hard or hardly working. We dig and we dig and we dig. We do. But it brings us down to targets like this, and wait till you have a listen. Absolute, oh, screamer. What am I hitting on? That might be a big gold nugget that we just leave it out. This is an absolute screaming sounding signal though. And you can see how far we've went down. We've pulled all this topsoil, brown soil out of the hole to get down to that wash layer. The nice layer, the layer that we want to be in. I could lay in it. He's out. He's loose! He's crazy! Did we get a big chunk of gold out of that? Do it dodgy, let's have a look. This stuff here, like see this one right here, I remember taking a stone home. I've said this a few times, but you know, that material with the black lines running through it, black rock sandstone. That there, I found a lot of gold in that stuff in the past. So as soon as you see you're in that, you're like, yes, bingo. 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 All right, scoop oppy time. Let's get serious and let's see if this is gold. I'm still attached, I am. Get off there. We're right to go now. Oh, this is exciting. I love this, I really do. Not you. Not you. Get out of here. Not you. You get out of here. All right, let's stop mucking around. Listen to it. This is half gram. Or thereabouts. Love my little operation I've got going on here. To the left, to the right. Throw it out. Pick it up. No, what are we doing? If this is lead, I'm going to be so angry. I'm going to punch the air and punch the trees and... Oh, it's lead! Oh! Oh! Alright, let's keep going. I've had me enough of me silly time. It's bloody lead. How did you get all the way down there? Grrr. Jacket on, jacket off. Oops, I should have thought about what I said then. Taking the jacket off. Gets too hot. Is that another bit of gold? Sounds funny. What's going on with the headphones? Hear that? Just disconnecting there for a second. It's definitely gold in that one. And we've just moved on from that last little hole. We filled him in. And we're just doing the same thing basically. Opening up another miner's hole. Yeah, look, I can't see the gold in that one. But that hole that we just were in, we just filled him full of leaves, sticks, what have you. I mean, that's basically how it was anyway. And we're just doing the same thing here. We just opened it up, we've worked it, now we're just pushing some dirt back into it. And we've got the next signal of gold, as I said, with the jacket off. How awesome. Jacket back on. I just had that last batch of rain. And it was pretty full on too, I will say. So I'm glad I've got the jacket with me. Just making our way over to this real hot rocky section. Just Just look at, I think this is it here. You can see all those hot rocks, those stones on the ground. You can hear the detector already going off. Hot rock, hot rock, hot rock, another possible hot rock, hot rock, hot rock, hot rock, hot rock. Look, they're all over the ground, as you can see, and you can really ID those darker coloured stones. The ironstone stones. Now let's give you a listen what they do. And this is where I'll be coming back in with the double D coil, because the mono, it just can't cope. Let's have a listen. Ready? Signal. 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 Another one. You can see someone's having a dig at the stack too, chasing these noises. But honestly, another signal. It's double D territory in here. Someone's had another good go here. The detector just goes crazy, long story short. And we can ground balance. We can try and balance all that out, but the mono coils, they just don't like. They're just such a super sensitive coil. There's that target still. Another one. We'll just go back over the same ground, but they just don't like being so sensitive. Any of those hot rocks, they just sing out on, and you really can't ground balance them out. Even if you turn your sensitivity down, you still have issues. So the best recipe for detecting in here, as I said, double D coil. I'm going to get over here and we're going to run a new strip for this afternoon. I've never ever ever detected over here. And there's plenty of diggings, but it is in this hot rocky section. So we might have a little bit of a challenge on our hands. Oh look, he's a cute little digging, isn't he? A child must have dug that one, a little miner's child. But yeah, this is the sort of stuff we want to be in, this broken up slate, sandstony material. So we'll just try and stay in that the best we can. We'll stay away from that the hot rocky area. There's a few areas, hot rocky areas, and there's one more down below me, which is even worse again. So we'll try and give you a listen to that one, but we'll just try and stay away from the best we can. And well, we've got an hour, one more hour. 1 o'clock exactly. 2 o'clock we're meeting Andrew back at the car, and we're going to scoot out of here. And remember, we've got stones to crush, gold to weigh, and see just how much we've got for the month of July thus far. There he is. Where you been all me life? The last half an hour we've got nothing. Oh, getting tired too. The body's really feeling it. It's aching. The last half an hour, no, 41 minutes. Last 41 minutes we've just dug lead and false signals and rubbish, and well, that's just how life goes sometimes. There's our next bit of gold though, a bit of patience, persistence, perseverance. The 3 P's always win out at the end of the day. We got him just in front of us there. We did dig a few targets down beside us there. We're just going to kick the leaf litter back over. But yeah, that's nearly doing us for today, 141. So I might just do 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes here. If I find something awesome, like a gold sovereign, or enough gold to make a sovereign, I'll come back and show you. But if not, we're going to head for the car. It's been a good day. It's been a great day. It's been a bit of a challenging day with the rain on and off, jacket on, jacket off, as said before. But it's just what it is. And if you prepare for those things like I did today with the wet weather gear, you're okay. And you can get through it. And we got through it, no worries. And 2 o'clock was sort of the cut-off today. I don't have to get out of here at 2 o'clock. But I sort of need to get back to home and get a few jobs done before it gets dark tonight. And daylight savings, well, no daylight savings anymore. Not for a while now. 6 p.m, she's dark at home. So we need to get home and do those few jobs, and also do the crush up and the weigh up with all the gold we've got today. We'll see you there. Happy bottle. Woohoo!
It's hard to walk over. all the ground to say you've covered it all. I realise that, but
That's right, but false targets though, that make it so much harder.
oh, it's doing me. That's why I stopped at half past one. I had enough.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had enough of this.
No, fair enough too. Fair enough too. As I said, I think get away from that hot rocky area,
Yeah,
get up,
move up towards you.
yeah, towards where I am a little bit, and sort of see if you can get on it a bit up there. So,
Yeah.
because I was the same as I moved down towards you, I was just struggling with the hot rocks there today a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get back there and we'll give it another go, another day, another time. What are we trying to do? This is our detected gold right here. I've just sort of started making the, or organising myself. That's all our detected gold that we got out with the metal detector and we could see. Now, what we've done crushing, we brought home 4 or 5 stones, Andrew.
Yeah. I think 5.
4 or 5, yeah. We've got a really good little piece there, or sizable piece off the side, and 2 little flat bits. So that's not bad, crushed out of the stone thus far. And also, one of those stones that I said was absolutely loaded, well, it certainly was. We've got, whoops, throwing the pan around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more bits to throw into the rock crush gold. So we'll throw them all together, we'll put the pan on, and we'll start the weigh up. What do you reckon we've got today, Andrew? A gram?
Yeah.
I think we've done the gram.
Nah. 9.7.
Hey, look at this guy though.
Nah, still 9.7. That's only a 0.2.
That's picked up 2 pieces. That bit there, what'd you say, 0.2?
Yeah, probably a 0.3 actually.
I reckon probably 0.2 where you're at.
1.7, yeah, right,
0.21?
Yeah, 1.9.
What's going on there? We'll just tear that off again. Make sure they're right. Yeah, it could have been a bit of wind. Detected gold, let's start. Is that everything? 0.50?
Yeah.
0.51? Yeah, we're going to do it, mate.
Well, you're going to do it, I think.
We're going to do it. 0.52, and we'll just take that off and just show you
9.7.
rock crush gold. Oh, we've done it. If the scales have stopped jumping around so much. They've been a bit funny, they are. We've done it though.
1 gram exactly.
That actually happened there the other
9.6,
week.
I was close, I said 9.7.
Oh, look, it's wrong though. It's now saying 0.93, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Go 7, come on, 1.7.
It's going to count down and take off in a minute.
Yeah, it's a bit of wind blowing across it.
Yeah, look, little bit of wind I think blowing on the pan. Just such sensitive scales. I'd call that a gram though.
I call it 9.7, mate.
All right, let's go into the other shed, out of the wind, just to make this 100%. We'll be able to see so much better, Andrew. See, it's even more daylight now. It was daylight a second ago. Right. Pan, man. Tear it off. 0, 0, 0. Perfect. There's no wind in the shed here, Andrew. It's good. Oh, we should have stayed outside.
Yeah, you should have stayed outside.
0.92.
Yeah, close.
What are we doing? I would have thought I'd had the gram today.
Yeah, that's bloody close.
That is bloody close. Those 2 pans weigh the same, so if anybody's wondering, you know, do the pans weigh differently? What do we say, 0.92? Yeah. And 9.4. Yeah, 9.2. Stop bumping the camber. No, I don't think you are.
I was leaning on it.
Well, there you go, 9.2, 9.3. Look, they're the same weight. I've weighed them. I have. So I have. Now let's throw the rest in. Ready? This is what we've done for July thus far. And what day are we today? Thursday the 17th. 16th. I better check the calendar. 10.50. 10.5 grams for the month of July. And I will say last week, look, I've been servicing cars. 17th. So 17th of July, 10.50. And last week I've been servicing cars. Look, I've had to take a little bit of time off. We had a day off on Sunday, last Sunday, gone, look out. We actually had a day off with the family. So, which look, you need to do. I need to do too, so I can spend time with my family, not just be out there hunting the gold all the time, as much as I love it. What do you reckon about that one, Andrew? He's your favourite.
Dirty little bugger, isn't he?
What did you call me?
Dirty little bugger.
Well, I try to keep myself clean.
You do.
He's my favourite for this month.
Oh, yeah.
The worm. And there's a really cool thing about this.
Sperm.
It's a worm.
It's a sperm.
It's a worm.
The bloody sperm.
There's
mate.
really cool about this. I wasn't filming that day, but I found these two nuggets basically side by side. And if you actually look, the big nugget there, the worm, once I get this in the right position.
Sperm.
The worm.
Sperm.
So this worm, this bit of worm gold, see how it's real thick up the top and it goes thin down the bottom. Now, when we looked at that, that bit of gold, and we were sort of playing around with it there, and I was showing Andrew, I said to Andrew, what do you reckon the chances are that, those two bits of gold were attached and they've broken off where it gets really thin, and it would have broken off that bit there? Because
Nearly lines up.
it lines up. It looks right, doesn't it? It looks good to me. But this bit here, the littler bit, he was found about a foot or 2 feet forward in front of this other bit. And this big bit here, the worm, he was coming down the hill. So with the weight, I'd say with the water movement and the weight of this guy, he'd come down the hill a little bit further, and he'd left that guy broken off, as I said, about 2 foot above. So, yeah, look, fascinating. Just inspect your gold when you get it, because it's fascinating. And I really hope we get more when we're out next. That will be tomorrow, and we're also planning a day for Saturday. We're going to check out some of that LiDAR technology, the mapping and scanning, and give you a look at that a bit better, and go check out a few new sites. And I really, really hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys. Happy hunting.